and welcome to NDTV Auto. I have with me today BMW iX1, BMW's smallest EV in Indian market. This review is very special because though iX1 has been in Indian market for some time now, but its closest competition, Mercedes EQA, is going to get launched soon. So it makes better sense to review how this car performs so that you can make a better choice between Mercedes EQA and BMW iX1. So let's dive straight into it. Priced at 66.9 lakh rupees ex-showroom, BMW iX1 looks very similar to its internal combustion engine sibling, the X1, except for this closed-off grille in the front. You won't notice much difference. But the good thing about iX1 styling and X1 styling is that though this is the small size SUV, and most of the time these SUVs end up looking a lot more like a crossover, you get these BMW LED headlamps, very typical BMW design, crisp straight lines, 18-inch alloys, and because this is an M Sport trim, you get the M badging here. Flush door handles for better aerodynamics, and you can see the roof slopes down towards the rear, and the rear also looks quite attractive with these C-shaped LED tail lamps and a very aggressive looking bumper. The iX1 gets 66.4 kilowatt-hour battery, and it supports 130 kilowatt DC fast charging. The range that you get here is roughly around 417 to 440 according to WLTP. Let me show you the charging point as well. On top you have your AC charging and below is the DC fast charging. Now let me take you inside. Let's talk about the interiors while on the move. We are a little short on time. Like on the outside, the interiors also are very similar to iX1. But let me tell you some of the key features that you get here. You get a touchscreen which gets BMW's iDrive 9. And it's very sleek and easy to manage. But you will notice that there are no buttons here. The center console is relatively bare. Most of the functions you have to manage from this screen, including selecting your drive modes, and that when you are on the move, managing that becomes a little bit of a challenge. And you get a lot of information on this driver display. But one thing that helps you manage all those commands a little better is the voice command. Hey BMW, switch off lane departure warning.
Are you sure that you want to deactivate the lane departure warning?
Yes.
Okay, I will deactivate the lane departure warning.
So that makes your life a little easier. You get a 10.7-inch instrument cluster, and both the screens, the touchscreen and the driver display, look like one unit curved towards the driver, makes it easier to see them. It gets a wireless charger where the mobile stands vertical and there is a band to hold it. You also get dual zone air conditioning, ambient lighting, rear seat reclining, 12-speaker Harman Kardon hi-fi speakers, and dual panel panoramic sunroof. I like the look of these interiors. Black and this dark brown material for the upholstery looks very nice, gives a sporty look, and then you have this satin finish metal. It looks beautiful. And this cabin is pretty practical too. You have a lot of space to keep your stuff. Under the armrest, you have this large area where you can keep your stuff. There's very little space directly under the armrest, and that opens only from the passenger side. In the door pocket, you have enough space to keep 1-liter water bottle. Rear bench is not wide enough, so you don't get very good thigh support, and you also sit a little knee-high position. So that's not a very comfortable seat. I think better suited for shorter journeys or for kids. iX1 gets dual motor setup, motors on each axles, and combined power output is 313 HP. Total torque is 494 Nm. That means iX1 is more powerful than the petrol or the diesel X1. And you feel it too when you drive it. It is really torquey. All that 494 Nm of torque is available to you every time you press the pedal, and it's served instantaneously. You feel it. 0 to 100 comes up very quickly in claimed 5.6 seconds, and when you drive it, this car feels real quick. You also get this boost mode where you get a lot of power for 10 seconds and the response becomes really quick. So the performance is really exciting, but the steering response is not what you would expect from a BMW steering. And also, on sharp corners, you will notice a bit of body roll. You also get some driver assistance systems. Brakes are really sharp. Ride is firm for Indian conditions. And as far as NVH is concerned, it's an electric vehicle. Of course, it's pretty quiet, but you do hear a bit of road noise. If you are in the market for an electric SUV priced between 60 and 70 lakhs, you have many choices, including the likes of Hyundai iONIQ 5 and Kia EV6, which offer much better practicality. But BMW's badge has its own value, and in case you have decided to go the German way, you have the big question of deciding between Mercedes EQA and BMW iX1. Well, between the two, iX1 definitely wins on the performance front. But if you are confused between these two, we must tell you that we will get you a comparison between these two very soon. So stay tuned to NDTV Auto. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you get notified every time we upload a video. And don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles.